When grief hits, say this every hour. I am allowed to survive this one breath at a time. Not the whole day, not the whole night, not the whole future. Just this breath, just this hour. If your heart feels broken open right now, let these words come close to you like a warm blanket in a quiet room. You do not have to be strong the way the world asks you to be strong. You do not have to hide your tears. You do not have to explain why something still hurts. You do not have to rush your heart into peace before it is ready. Grief can arrive suddenly. It can come while you are trying to sleep. It can come when the room becomes too quiet. It can come when you remember a voice, a place, a time, a small thing that used to feel normal. And when grief hits, it can feel like your whole body forgets how to breathe. So let us begin here. Take one soft breath in and let it out slowly. You are not wrong for feeling this. You are not weak for missing what mattered. You are not too sensitive. You are not failing. You are a human heart meeting a deep kind of pain, and your heart deserves gentleness now. If a part of you is wondering whether these words are really for you, yes, they are. You are not here by accident. Something in you is tired of carrying the pain alone. Something in you is reaching for comfort. Something in you still believes that even inside grief, there can be one soft place to rest. And this can be that place. Right now, you do not need to know how you will feel tomorrow. You do not need to decide how long this will take. You do not need to understand every wave that moves through you. You only need one gentle sentence for this hour. I can breathe through this moment. Say it softly inside. I can breathe through this moment. Again, even softer. I can breathe through this moment. Let your shoulders drop a little. Let your jaw loosen. Let your hands open. Grief may be here, but love is here too. Pain may be here, but breath is here too. Memory may be here, but this moment is holding you too. You are still here, and for this hour, that is enough. I know you may have been carrying more than people can see. Maybe you have smiled when you wanted to cry. Maybe you have said, "I'm okay," because you did not have the strength to explain the truth. Maybe you have kept going because life keeps asking things from you, even when your heart wants to stop and sit down. Maybe you have felt like the world moved on too fast. The sun still rises, messages still come, people still ask normal questions. The day still asks you to make choices, answer things, do things, remember things. And inside, something in you may be saying, "Wait, I am still hurting. Wait, I am still trying to understand what happened. Wait, I am still learning how to live with this empty space." If that is you, take this in slowly. You do not have to match the speed of the world. Your grief has its own rhythm. Your heart has its own timing. Your healing journey does not need to look clean, fast, or easy. Some hours may feel calm. Some hours may feel heavy. Some hours may surprise you. You may feel steady for a little while, then suddenly a wave comes again. That does not mean you are going backward. That does not mean you are broken. It means grief moves like water. It rises, falls, returns, softens, changes shape, and rises again. You are allowed to move with it gently. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to take longer. You are allowed to need quiet. You are allowed to need warmth. You are allowed to need someone to simply say, "I know this hurts." So let these words say that to you now. I know this hurts. I know you miss what you miss. I know there may be moments when the ache feels too big for your chest. I know there may be moments when you wonder how to keep going with a heart that feels so tired. And I also know this. You do not have to keep going harshly. You can keep going softly. You can keep going slowly. You can keep going with tears in your eyes and one hand on your heart. You can keep going 1 hour at a time. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly gave yourself permission to rest from being strong? Not rest from loving, not rest from remembering, just rest from holding yourself so tightly. If your heart could speak in this moment, maybe it would not ask for advice. Maybe it would not ask for a big answer. Maybe it would only ask for a little kindness, a little space, a little breath, a little permission to feel without shame. So give yourself that now. Place one hand on your heart if you can. Feel the warmth of your own hand. That warmth is a message. It says, I am here with you. It says, I will not leave you alone inside this pain. It says we can take this slowly. Say it now, gently. I am here with you. Again, I am here with you. One more time. I am here with you. There may be a part of you that wants to push grief away because it feels too heavy, and that makes sense. No one wants to feel pain forever. But grief is not asking you to drown. It is asking to be met with tenderness. It is asking for a softer place inside you. It is asking for breath. It is asking for patience. It is asking for love that does not rush. And every hour when the wave comes, you can give your heart a small, safe place to land. You can say, this is a hard hour, but I can be kind to myself inside it. You can say, this is a tender hour, but I do not have to face it with anger toward myself. You can say, this is a lonely hour, but I can place my hand on my heart and remember I am still here. You can say, I am allowed to grieve and still be loved. Because you are. You are allowed to grieve and still be loved. You are allowed to hurt and still be worthy of peace. You are allowed to cry and still be held by life. You are allowed to miss what mattered and still gently care for the life that remains. This is not about forgetting. This is not about pretending. This is not about forcing yourself into happiness. This is about learning how to sit beside your own heart without turning away from it. It is about becoming a safe place for yourself. It is about letting comfort come in small drops, like rain touching dry ground. Not all at once, not in a rush, just enough for this moment, just enough for this breath, just enough for this hour. Section 3, First Affirmation Block. Let us begin the first gentle round of affirmations now. Do not try to force belief. Do not try to feel perfect. Let each sentence come to you slowly. Let it touch the places that feel tired. Let it sit beside your grief like a quiet friend. You may repeat the words softly, or you may simply listen. Your heart will receive what it is ready to receive. I do not have to carry the whole pain at once. Only this breath, only this hour, only this small step. I do not have to carry the whole pain at once. I can let the weight become smaller in this moment. I can place one piece of it down. I can breathe. I do not have to carry the whole pain at once. My heart is allowed to take this slowly. My body is allowed to rest from holding everything so tightly. My mind is allowed to stop searching for every answer. Right now, one breath is enough. One breath is enough. One breath is enough. I am allowed to grieve in my own way, not the way someone else expects, not the way the world understands, not the way a clock decides. I am allowed to grieve in my own way. If my grief is quiet, it is still real. If my grief is loud, it is still worthy of care. If my grief changes from hour to hour, I do not need to judge it. I can let my heart move at its own pace. I am allowed to grieve in my own way. There is no perfect shape for sorrow. There is no perfect sound for pain. There is no perfect timeline for emotional healing. There is only my heart learning to breathe again. And I give my heart permission to learn slowly. My heart is not wrong for hurting. My heart is not wrong for missing. My heart is not wrong for remembering. My heart is not wrong for needing time. This ache does not mean I am weak. This ache means something mattered deeply. This ache means love was real, and love that was real deserves tenderness. My heart is not wrong for hurting. I will not speak harshly to my heart today. I will not shame the tears. I will not rush the wave. I will not turn pain into proof that I am failing. I will simply place a soft hand over my heart and say, I understand. I understand. I understand. I can breathe through this hour. Not the whole future, not every memory, not every question, just this hour. I can breathe through this hour. I can breathe when the wave rises. I can breathe when the room feels empty. I can breathe when my chest feels heavy. I can breathe, and breathing is enough for now. I can breathe through this hour. Breath comes in like a little opening. Breath goes out like a little release. I do not have to make the breath deep. I do not have to make it perfect. I only need to notice it. In, out. Here, now. I am still here. It is okay to not feel okay yet. It is okay to be tired. It is okay to need quiet. It is okay to need comfort. It is okay to need more time than I thought I would need. It is okay to not feel okay yet. I do not have to turn my sadness into a performance. I do not have to make my healing look pretty. I can be honest. I can be gentle. I can be human. It is okay to not feel okay yet. Even in this unfinished place, I am worthy of love. Even in this tender hour, I am worthy of peace. Even with tears in my eyes, I am worthy of warmth. I do not need to become better before I deserve kindness. I deserve kindness now, especially now. I am safe to feel what is here. I do not need to run from my own heart. I do not need to close every door inside me. I am safe to feel what is here, little by little. If the feeling is too big, I can meet only one corner of it. If the memory is too sharp, I can step back and breathe. If my body feels overwhelmed, I can rest. There is no force here. There is only care. I am safe to feel what is here. I can let grief be present without letting it take over my whole being. I can notice the wave without becoming the wave. I can say, grief is moving through me, and I am still here. I am still here. I am still here. I can be soft with myself today. Soft does not mean weak. Soft means I stop fighting my own heart. Soft means I lower the inner voice that has been pushing me too hard. Soft means I treat myself like someone who needs comfort. I can be soft with myself today. My words can be soft. My breath can be soft. My pace can be soft. My expectations can be soft. I can be soft with myself today, like warm water around cold hands, like a quiet blanket over tired shoulders, like earth holding roots in the dark. I can let softness hold me. I do not need to be hard to survive this. I can survive gently. I am not alone inside this pain. Even if the room is quiet, I am not alone inside this pain. Even if no one fully understands, I am not alone inside this pain. Even if my words feel small, love can still hear me. I am not alone inside this pain. There is breath with me. There is life with me. There is a deeper love around me, quiet and near. I am not alone inside this pain. I can reach for support. I can receive a kind message. I can let someone sit beside me. I can let this voice be a little comfort. I can let my own hand on my heart remind me that I am still with myself. I am here with myself. I am here with myself. I am here with myself. My grief can move like a wave, and I can stay rooted. I do not have to stop the wave. I do not have to fear the wave. I do not have to fight the wave. My grief can move like a wave, and I can stay rooted. Like deep roots beneath the earth, something in me is still holding. Something in me is quiet. Something in me is steady. Even when the surface shakes, the roots remain. My grief can move like a wave, and I can stay rooted. The wave may rise, the wave may fall, the wave may return. But I am more than this one wave. I am the shore learning to receive the water. I am the ground learning to stay. I am the heart learning to soften. I give myself permission to rest from being strong. I do not have to hold my face a certain way. I do not have to answer every question. I do not have to keep everyone comfortable. I give myself permission to rest from being strong. I can close my eyes. I can lower my shoulders. I can let my body be tired. I can admit that this has been hard. I give myself permission to rest from being strong. There is a kind of strength that looks like stillness. There is a kind of courage that looks like breathing. There is a kind of healing that looks like doing nothing for a while. I can rest. I can pause. I can stop pushing. I can let this moment hold me. I forgive myself for not knowing how to do this perfectly. Grief does not come with clear steps. Loss does not arrive with easy instructions. Pain does not always make sense. So I forgive myself for not knowing how to do this perfectly. I forgive myself for the days I feel lost. I forgive myself for the moments I feel numb. I forgive myself for the times I need more help. I forgive myself for being human. I forgive myself for not knowing how to do this perfectly. I do not need to become a perfect grieving person. I do not need to choose the perfect words. I do not need to feel the perfect feeling. I can be messy and still be loved. I can be unsure and still be guided. I can be tired and still be worthy of care. I am allowed to miss what I miss. I am allowed to miss the sound. I am allowed to miss the feeling. I am allowed to miss. Is the time before everything changed. I am allowed to miss what I miss. Missing does not mean I am stuck. Missing does not mean I am failing. Missing means my heart remembers love, and remembering love is sacred. I am allowed to miss what I miss. I can miss and breathe. I can miss and rest. I can miss and still take one gentle step. I can miss and still drink water. I can miss and still feel the sky above me. I can miss and still let life touch me softly. I can let love change form without believing it is gone. Love can become memory. Love can become tenderness. Love can become a quiet prayer in the heart. Love can become the way I speak gently to myself. I can let love change form without believing it is gone. The form may change, the feeling may move, the daily shape may be different, but love is not erased. Love leaves warmth in the soul. I can let love change form without believing it is gone. Love may now move through my patience. Love may move through my tears. Love may move through the soft way I care for myself. Love may move through the small good I still notice. Love is not only what I lost. Love is also what lives in me now. This hour can be softer than the last one, not perfect, not painless, just softer. This hour can be softer than the last one. Maybe my breath can slow. Maybe my hands can open. Maybe my body can feel a little more supported. Maybe my heart can stop fighting itself for one moment. That is enough. This hour can be softer than the last one. I do not need the whole day to be soft. I do not need the whole night to be calm. I only invite a little softness now, a little room around the ache, a little warmth near the pain, a little space to breathe. I can speak to myself like someone I love. I can stop using sharp words inside my own mind. I can stop calling myself wrong for needing time. I can speak to myself like someone I love. I can say, sweetheart, breathe. I can say, it's okay to cry. I can say, we will take this slowly. I can say, I am not leaving you. I can speak to myself like someone I love. My inner voice can become a safe place. My thoughts can become softer hands. My words can become warm tea for the heart. I do not need to attack myself to grow. I do not need to shame myself to heal emotionally. Love is a kinder teacher. I can take one step back from the sharpest thought. When the mind says, I cannot bear this, I can step back and breathe. When the mind says, this will always hurt this way, I can step back and breathe. When the mind says, I am alone, I can step back and breathe. I can take one step back from the sharpest thought. I do not have to believe every fear that grief brings. I can listen with care and still choose a gentler truth. I can take one step back from the sharpest thought. The thought may be loud, but loud does not always mean true. The thought may be old, but old does not have to lead me. The thought may return, but I can return I can return to breath. I can return to kindness. I can return to this hour. My body is allowed to rest and restore. I do not have to force energy I do not have. I do not have to push past every signal. My body is allowed to rest and restore. I can let my face soften. I can let my neck loosen. I can let my chest have room. I can let my stomach release a little. I can let my hands be still. My body is allowed to rest and restore. Grief can be tiring. Missing can be tiring. Holding everything in can be tiring. So I give my body permission to be held by rest. I give my body permission to receive quiet. I give my body permission to feel safe enough to soften. I am allowed to receive comfort in simple ways. A warm drink can comfort me. A slow breath can comfort me. A blanket can comfort me. A kind word can comfort me. A quiet song can comfort me. A hand on my heart can comfort me. I am allowed to receive comfort in simple ways. Comfort does not have to be big to matter. Comfort does not have to fix everything to be real. I am allowed to receive comfort in simple ways, like soft rain on a dry garden, like a small flame in a dark room, like roots drinking slowly beneath the ground. Comfort can come quietly. I do not need to push it away because it is not enough to fix the whole pain. A little comfort is still comfort, and I can receive it now. I can let tears come without shame. Tears are not a failure. Tears are not weakness. Tears are not too much. I can let tears come without shame. If they come, I will let them move. If they do not come, I will not force them. My body knows its own way. My heart knows its own timing. I can let tears come without shame. Tears can be water for the places that became too dry. Tears can be a soft release from carrying too much. Tears can be love speaking without words. I do not need to explain them. I do not need to hide them from myself. I can simply let them be. I can let silence hold me. I do not need to fill every quiet space. I do not need to run from the stillness. I can let silence hold me. Silence can feel heavy at first, but slowly it can become a soft room. A room where my heart does not have to perform. A room where breath becomes enough. I can let silence hold me. In the silence, I can hear my own heart. In the silence, I can feel what needs kindness. In the silence, I can stop pretending. I do not need to be afraid of every quiet moment. Some quiet moments are doors. Some quiet moments are hands. Some quiet moments are wings folded around me. I am learning to live 1 hour at a time. Not because I am small, because this is how the heart survives deep pain. 1 hour at a time, one breath at a time, one kind word at a time. I am learning to live 1 hour at a time. I do not need to climb the whole mountain tonight. I only need to place my foot on the next stone. I am learning to live 1 hour at a time. The future may feel too wide. The past may feel too full. So I return to now, this room, this breath, this heartbeat, this small space where I can choose gentleness. This is where I begin again. I can keep loving without hurting myself with the memory. I can honor what mattered without punishing myself. I can remember with tenderness, not only with pain. I can keep loving without hurting myself with the memory. When a memory comes, I can breathe around it. I can let it visit. I can let it pass. I can say, "Thank you, heart, for loving." and then I can return to this moment. I can keep loving without hurting myself with the memory. Love does not ask me to stay frozen. Love does not ask me to suffer every second. Love does not ask me to stop living. Love asks me to be tender. Tender with what was. Tender with what is. Tender with the one who is still here inside this body, still needing care. That one is me, and I deserve care. I deserve care in my grief. I deserve care in my silence. I deserve care in my confusion. I deserve care in my tiredness. I deserve care in my softest places. I deserve care in my hardest hour. I deserve care now, not later, not when I feel stronger, not when I understand everything. Now, I deserve care now. So I will not abandon my needs. I will not ignore my body. I will not punish myself for needing rest. I will not call my grief a burden. I will treat my heart like something precious, because it is. My heart is precious. My heart is precious. My heart is precious. I can find one safe place inside this moment. Maybe it is my breath. Maybe it is the feeling of my hand on my heart. Maybe it is the blanket around my body. Maybe it is the sound of soft words. Maybe it is the simple truth that I am still here. I can find one safe place inside this moment. One safe place is enough to begin. I can find one safe place inside this moment. I do not need to feel safe everywhere. I do not need every thought to calm down. I do not need the whole room to feel light. Only one small, safe place. A little island of breath, a little ground beneath me, a little warmth in the chest. I can begin there. I am allowed to ask for support. I do not have to be alone with everything. I do not have to carry every thought in silence. I am allowed to ask for support. I can speak to someone kind. I can say, today is hard. I can say, I need a little help. I can say, can you sit with me for a moment? Needing support does not make me weak. It makes me human. I am allowed to ask for support. I am allowed to receive support. I am allowed to let kindness reach me. I am allowed to believe that my pain matters. I am allowed to believe that my heart deserves company. I do not need to earn care by being perfectly strong. Care can meet me as I am. I can let the night be gentle with me. If this is night, I can lower the weight of the day. If this is morning, I can begin with softness. If this is afternoon, I can pause and return to breath. I can leave. At this time, be gentle with me. The hour does not have to be perfect. It can simply become kinder. Kinder in my thoughts. Kinder in my body. Kinder in the way I speak within. I can let the night be gentle with me. The dark does not have to be empty. The dark can be a soft cover. The dark can be a quiet nest. The dark can be a place where my tired heart stops trying to explain itself. I can rest here. I can breathe here. I can be held here. I am safe enough to soften a little. Not completely, not all at once, just a little. I am safe enough to soften a little. I can soften my forehead. I can soften my eyes. I can soften my mouth. I can soften my throat. I can soften the space around my heart. I can let my body know that this moment is not asking me to fight. I am safe enough to soften a little. Softening does not mean I stop caring. Softening does not mean I forget. Softening does not mean I give up. Softening means I allow my body to stop standing guard for one breath. It means I let love come closer. It means I let rest become possible. The love I carry can become kindness toward myself. This is a sacred change. The love I carry can become kindness toward myself. It can become the way I drink water, the way I rest, the way I forgive my tired mind, the way I breathe before I answer, the way I let myself cry, the way I choose not to speak cruelly inside. The love I carry can become kindness toward myself. Love does not disappear because life changed. Love can move through new doors. Love can become patience. Love can become prayer. Love can become quiet strength. Love can become the reason I stay gentle. Love can become the warmth I give myself now. I can be held by breath. When nothing else feels clear, I can be held by breath. Breath comes to me without judgment. Breath does not ask me to be different. Breath does not ask me to explain. Breath simply arrives, in, out, in, out. A small tide within me. I can be held by breath, like the ocean moving under moonlight, like air moving through open leaves, like a quiet thread between my body and this moment. Breath brings me back. Breath gives me one place to rest. Breath says, "You are here, and here is enough for now." I am not my hardest hour. I may be inside a hard hour, but I am not my hardest hour. I am more than this wave. I am more than this ache. I am more than this silence. I am a heart that has loved. I am a soul that is learning. I am a person worthy of tenderness. I am not my hardest hour. This hour can move through me. This hour can soften. This hour can pass. And even if another hard hour comes later, I will meet that one with breath too. I do not have to fear every future wave. I can trust myself to return to gentleness again. I can let grief be a visitor, not my whole home. Grief may enter. Grief may sit down. Grief may speak loudly some days. But grief is not my whole home. There is so love here. There is also memory here. There is also breath here. There is also quiet courage here. There is also a small light in the window. I can let grief be a visitor, not my whole home. I do not need to lock every door because grief has entered. I can open one window. I can let fresh air touch my heart. I can let a little warmth come in. I can let kindness sit beside sorrow. This inner home can hold both. I give myself permission to feel love without guilt. If a soft moment comes, I can receive it. If a calm breath comes, I can receive it. If a little smile comes, I can receive it. I give myself permission to feel love without guilt. Peace does not erase what mattered. Rest does not betray what I miss. A gentle moment does not mean I have forgotten. I give myself permission to feel love without guilt. Love can be sad and still be love. Love can be quiet and still be love. Love can rest and still be love. Love can breathe and still be love. Love can let in a little light and still honor what has been lost. I am allowed to let in a little light. I am allowed to let in a little light. Not a bright light that hurts the eyes. Not a light that forces me to smile. A soft light. A candle light. A dawn light. A light that enters gently through the cracks. I am allowed to let in a little light. Even if my heart is not ready for joy, it may be ready for comfort. Even if I am not ready for answers, I may be ready for warmth. I am allowed to let in a little light. Light can be a kind thought. Light can be a slow breath. Light can be a glass of water. Light can be a quiet room. Light can be a soft blanket. Light can be the simple feeling that I am not against myself anymore. That is light too. I can nurture inner peace without forcing it. I do not need to chase peace. I do not need to demand peace. I can nurture inner peace, like tending a small garden, like touching the soil gently, like giving water and waiting. Inner peace may come slowly. It may come in little spaces, and little spaces are enough. I can nurture inner peace without forcing it. Peace does not have to fill the whole heart at once. It can begin as one quiet breath, one softer thought, one less harsh word, one moment when I stop fighting myself. This is how peace begins, not with pressure, with permission. I trust the quiet strength beneath me. Even if I do not feel strong on the surface, even if I feel shaken, even if I feel tired, I trust the quiet strength beneath me, like roots under winter soil, hidden, still, alive. They do not need to prove they are growing. They simply stay connected to the earth. I trust the quiet strength beneath me. There is a part of me that knows how to stay. There is a part of me that knows how to breathe. There is a part of me that knows how to receive love one drop at a time. I do not need to see all my strength to have it. Some strength is silent. Some strength is soft. Some strength is simply staying here, I can give this pain room without giving it control. I can let it exist. I can name it gently. I can feel where it sits in my body. But I do not need to let it decide every thought. I can give this pain room without giving it control. Pain can be here, and breath can be here. Pain can be here, and love can be here. Pain can be here, and choice can be here too. I can give this pain room without giving it control. I can say, I feel you. I can say, I know you are here. I can say, you are not wrong. And then I can also say, let us breathe. Let us soften. Let us take one gentle step. Let us not turn this hour into forever. I am still connected to life, even if I feel far away from joy, even if the world feels strange, even if normal things feel different. I am still connected to life. The air touches me, the ground holds me, the sky is still above me. My heart is still beating, my breath is still moving. Life is still here, quietly. I am still connected to life. Not in a loud way, not in a perfect way, in a simple way. A thread of breath, a pulse of warmth, a small sign of now. I can follow that thread. I can let it lead me back into this moment. I am allowed to move slowly through the day. I do not have to hurry my heart. I do not have to act like everything is normal. I am allowed to move slowly through the day. I can do one thing at a time. I can answer one need at a time. I can pause between tasks. I can let my steps be gentle. I am allowed to move slowly through the day. Slow is not failure. Slow is care. Slow is listening. Slow is the body saying, please be kind to me. I will listen. I will not push past every signal. I will let my pace become loving. I can let memories come with softer edges. Not every memory has to cut me. Not every thought has to pull me under. I can let memories come with softer edges. I can breathe before I enter them. I can leave when it becomes too much. I can hold only what I can hold today. I can remember in pieces. I can remember with care. I can let memories come with softer edges. A memory can be a candle, not a fire. A memory can be a photograph held gently, not pressed into the wound. A memory can be love visiting, not pain taking over. I can ask my heart, how much can we hold right now? And I can honor the answer. I am allowed to feel more than one thing. I can feel sad and grateful. I can feel tired and loving. I can feel heavy and still want comfort. I can feel lost and still be guided by the next breath. I am allowed to feel more than one thing. My heart is wide enough for mixed feelings. My heart is allowed to be complex. My heart is allowed to be human. I am allowed to feel more than one thing. I do not need to make my feelings neat. I do not need to choose only one. I can miss and rest. I can cry and breathe. I can ache and still receive warmth. All of it can be here. And all of me can be loved. I do not need to explain my grief to deserve compassion. Compassion does not need a perfect story. Compassion does not need proof. I do not need to explain my grief to deserve compassion. My heart hurts. That is enough. My body is tired. That is enough. My soul needs gentleness. That is enough. I do not need to explain my grief to deserve compassion. If others do not understand, I can still be kind to myself. If words do not come, I can still be kind to myself. If my grief looks different from someone else's, I can still be kind to myself. Compassion begins here. In the way I meet my own heart. I can make this hour holy by being gentle inside it. Not holy in a big way. Not holy in a perfect way. Holy in a simple way. A quiet way. A loving way. I can make this hour holy by being gentle inside it. I can breathe as if my heart matters. I can rest as if my body matters. I can speak as if my soul is listening, because it is. I can make this hour holy by being gentle inside it. Even a hard hour can hold tenderness. Even a tearful hour can hold love. Even a lonely hour can hold a small return to myself. I do not need to wait for a better moment to practice kindness. This moment is enough. This hour is enough. This breath is enough. Now let the body receive all that has been spoken. Do not reach for the next thought too quickly. Let the words settle like soft snow over a noisy field. Let them quiet what can be quieted. Let them touch what can be touched. Let them leave the rest for later. You do not have to take in everything at once, only what is meant for this hour. Maybe one affirmation stayed close to your heart. Maybe one sentence felt like warm water. Maybe one word felt safe. Hold that one. You do not need all the words. You only need one that helps you breathe. For this hour, choose the sentence that feels kindest. I do not have to carry the whole pain at once. Or I can breathe through this hour. Or I am allowed to grieve in my own way. Or I can be soft with myself today. Or I am still connected to life. Choose one. Let it become your little lantern. Carry it softly. Not like a task. Not like something you must do perfectly. Carry it like a small light in your hand. When grief hits again, and if the wave comes, return to the lantern. Say the words slowly. Let the breath follow. Let the body hear you. Let the heart know, I am not alone now. I have a sentence. I have a breath. I have this hour. I have one soft place inside me. And if you forget the words, that is okay. Come back to the simplest one. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. Again. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. One more time. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. That is the first medicine of the moment, not a cure. not a solution, just a loving support for your healing journey. A way to remind the body that it can rest and restore. A way to nurture inner peace when grief feels loud. A way to say, I am here, I am here, I am here. Let us repeat the gentlest core affirmations now, like a soft circle around your heart. I do not have to carry the whole pain at once. I can breathe through this hour. I am allowed to grieve in my own way. My heart is not wrong for hurting. I can be soft with myself today. I am not alone inside this pain. My grief can move like a wave, and I can stay rooted. I give myself permission to rest from being strong. I forgive myself for not knowing how to do this perfectly. I am allowed to miss what I miss. I can let love change form without believing it is gone. This hour can be softer than the last one. I can speak to myself like someone I love. My body is allowed to rest and restore. I am allowed to receive comfort in simple ways. I can let tears come without shame. I am learning to live 1 hour at a time. I deserve care now. I can find one safe place inside this moment. I can let the night be gentle with me. I am safe enough to soften a little. The love I carry can become kindness toward myself. I can be held by breath. I am not my hardest hour. I can let grief be a visitor, not my whole home. Let the circle stay. Let it turn slowly. Let each word become softer than the last. You do not need to memorize it. Your heart knows what it needs. Your body knows which words feel safe. Your breath knows the way back. Now repeat only this. I can breathe through this hour. Pause. I can breathe through this hour. Pause. I can breathe through this hour. Pause. And now this. I am allowed to take this slowly. Pause. I am allowed to take this slowly. Pause. I am allowed to take this slowly. Pause. And now this. Love is still with me. Pause. Love is still with me. Pause. Love is still with me. Feel how simple the path can become. Breath, slowness, love. Again, breath, slowness, love. One more time, breath, slowness, love. This is enough for the first part of the journey, not because everything is solved, but because your heart has been met with gentleness, and gentleness is a beginning, a real beginning, a human beginning, a sacred beginning inside the quiet place where grief and love sit together. Stay here, stay soft. Stay with the breath. Let this hour become a small shelter, Let your heart lean against it. Let your body know it does not have to hold itself so tightly. Let the next breath come when it comes. Let the next breath go when it goes. You are not being rushed. You are not being judged. You are not being asked to feel anything different. You are only being invited to rest in one truth. You can take this slowly. You can take this slowly. You can take this slowly. Now let the quiet go a little deeper. Let the words move more slowly. Let your heart stop trying to understand everything at once. There is a place in the forest where fallen leaves do not disappear in one day. They rest on the ground that they rest on, soften. They become part of the soil. They become food for roots that no one can see. They become a hidden kind of life beneath the surface. Grief can be like that. It may feel like something has fallen inside you, something beautiful, something meaningful, something you did not want to lose. And at first, the heart only sees what has fallen. It sees the empty branch. It sees the space. It sees the change. But deep beneath what you can see, something sacred is happening slowly, not quickly, not loudly, not in a way the world can measure. Something inside you is learning how to carry love in a new way. You do not have to rush this hidden work. Roots do not grow because someone shouts at them. Seeds do not open because someone demands it. The earth knows how to wait. The earth knows that some changes happen in darkness before they ever reach the light. And your heart is allowed to be like the earth, quiet, tender, slow, still worthy, still alive, still holding more than others can see. Maybe some people around you expect you to be better by now. Maybe they do not say it, but you feel it. Maybe they want the old version of you back. Maybe you want that too. But grief changes the inner landscape. It changes how time feels. It changes how silence feels. It changes how ordinary moments feel. And you are not failing because you feel different. You are learning the shape of a new inner season, a season where some things feel bare, a season where some colors feel softer, a season where the soul needs more quiet than before. And there is wisdom in this quiet. Not the kind of wisdom that gives perfect answers, not the kind that explains why everything happened. A softer wisdom, a wisdom that says, stay gentle, a wisdom that says, stop trying to become who you were before, a wisdom that says, let yourself become who love is making you now. Because grief does not only break, sometimes grief opens. It opens the heart to what really matters. It opens the eyes to how precious one day can be. It opens the hands slowly to the truth that nothing loving is ever wasted. Even what you can no longer hold in the same way can still live in the way you care, the way you notice, the way you speak, the way you choose tenderness over hardness. Think of the sky after rain. It does not explain the storm. It does not apologize for the clouds. It simply becomes wide again, little by little. The air clears. The ground shines. The leaves hold drops of water like tiny mirrors, and the whole world looks changed, not because the rain did not matter, but because the rain passed through. Your heart is not meant to stay locked in the hardest minute forever. The pain may pass through many times. The tears may return. The ache may visit again. But each time, there can be a little more space around it, a little more breath, a little more room for love to sit beside sorrow. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Love can sit beside sorrow. You do not have to choose only one. You can miss what you miss and still allow one peaceful breath. You can feel the ache and still let your body rest. You can remember what changed and still notice that the sky is here, the breath is here, this hour is here. Nothing about your pain makes you unworthy of comfort. Nothing about your grief makes you too heavy for love. Nothing about your sadness makes you less deserving of peace. If you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. Not because you have handled grief perfectly, not because you have stayed calm, not because you have been strong for everyone. You deserve peace because you are here, because your heart is tired, because your body has carried so much, because you need a soft place, because every living thing needs rest after a storm. Let this be your soft place. Let this section be a room with no sharp edges, a room with a low, warm lamp, a room where nothing is asked of you, a room where your grief does not need to be explained, a room where your heart can sit down and simply breathe. There is nothing you need to do right now, nothing to solve, nothing to prove, nothing to fix. Everything can wait for a little while. The world can wait. The questions can wait. The messages can wait. The future can wait. Your heart needs this moment. Your heart needs to be held by stillness. Your heart needs to hear that it is allowed to be exactly as it is. So imagine grief as a heavy coat you have worn for many hours. You do not have to throw it away. You do not have to say it is not yours. You only have to loosen it, just a little. Let the collar open. Let the shoulders breathe. Let the weight shift off your chest for one moment. You may pick it up again later, because grief has its own timing. But right now, you are allowed to loosen it. You are allowed to feel air touching your heart. You are allowed to remember that under the coat, you are still here. There is still a tender self inside you. There is still a breathing self. There is still a loving self. There is still a self who can be comforted. And this is where the next layer begins. Not by pushing away grief, not by rising above it, not by becoming someone who never hurts, but by letting comfort enter the same room where the grief has been sitting. That is the deeper work, to let comfort enter, to let breath enter, to let kindness enter, to let your own heart become a little less alone. Maybe you can ask yourself quietly now, what would comfort look like for me in this hour? Not forever, not for the whole journey, just this hour. Would it look like silence? Would it look like a slow breath? Would it look like letting yourself cry? Would it look like drinking water? Would it look like turning off the noise? Would it look like saying, I need rest? Would it look like letting these words hold you a little longer? There is no wrong answer. Let your heart answer slowly. Whatever comfort looks like in this hour, you are allowed to receive it. You do not have to earn comfort by suffering enough. You do not have to prove that your pain is deep enough. You do not have to ask permission from anyone. Comfort is allowed. Rest is allowed. Softness is allowed. And the love that lives inside you is allowed to become a quiet home. Not a perfect home, not a home without storms, a home where you can return, a home where your heart is not judged, a home where grief can remove its shoes and sit by the fire, a home where you can breathe. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is nothing you need to do right now. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Section 5. Second affirmation. Block. Now we move into a deeper place. The words will become slower. The heart will receive them in layers. Some may feel close right away. Some may feel far away. That is okay. Do not chase the words. Let them come to you. Like quiet footsteps in a hallway, like warm rain on a window, like a small hand reaching for yours in the dark. I can let comfort come closer than fear. Even if fear has been loud, even if fear has had my attention for many hours, I can let comfort come closer than fear. I do not need to push fear away. I can simply invite comfort to sit beside it. I can let one soft thought stand near one hard thought. I can let one peaceful breath stand near one painful memory. And slowly, gently, my inner world can change. I can let comfort come closer than fear. Fear may say, stay tight. Comfort may say, breathe. Fear may say, you must know everything now. Comfort may say, 1 hour is enough. Fear may say, you are alone. Comfort may say, I am here. Tonight, I listen a little more to comfort. I am allowed to be held without understanding everything. I do not need answers before I receive peace. I do not need reasons before I allow rest. I am allowed to be held without understanding everything. Some questions may remain open. Some parts of the story may feel unfinished. Some feelings may still move in circles. But even here I can be held. Even here I can lean into love. I am allowed to be held without understanding everything, like a child resting in safe arms, not knowing the whole road, like a bird sleeping through the night, not planning the morning sky, like the moon resting in darkness, still whole even when partly hidden. I can rest without knowing. I can breathe without knowing. I can be loved without knowing. The ache in me can soften without disappearing. I do not need to force the ache away. I do not need to make it vanish to feel one moment of peace. The ache in me can soften without disappearing. It can become less sharp. It can become less lonely. It can become surrounded by warmth. It can become held by breath. It can become part of me without becoming all of me. The ache in me can soften without disappearing, like a stone held in warm hands, like ice melting at the edge of spring, like a knot slowly loosening in a thread. Something in me can soften. Something in me can open. Something in me can rest. I can let my heart be tender without calling it broken. Tender is not broken. Tender is alive. Tender is open. Tender is honest. I can let my heart be tender without calling it broken. My tenderness shows that love still lives in me. My tenderness shows that I have not become cold. My tenderness is not a problem. It is a soft part of my strength. I can let my heart be tender without calling it broken. I do not need to cover every soft place. I do not need to hide every tear. I do not need to turn my heart into stone. A tender heart can still keep going. A tender heart can still rest. A tender heart can still be guided by love. I release the need to punish myself with hard thoughts. I have already carried enough. I do not need to add blame. I do not need to add shame. I release the need to punish myself with hard thoughts. When a harsh thought comes, I can lower my voice inside. I can say, "Not this way." I can say, "Let us be gentle now." I can say, "This heart has suffered enough." I release the need to punish myself with hard thoughts. I can choose words that do not wound me. I can choose words that give me room. I can choose words that help me breathe. My inner world does not need more pressure. It needs shelter. It needs patience. It needs love with soft hands. I can be loyal to love without being loyal to suffering. This is a deep truth. Let it rest in your heart. I can be loyal to love without being loyal to suffering. I do not have to hurt every second to prove that love mattered. I do not have to keep my body tense to prove that I care. I do not have to refuse peace to prove that my grief is real. Love is already real. Love knows. I can be loyal to love without being loyal to suffering. I can honor what mattered by becoming kinder. I can honor what mattered by living gently. I can honor what mattered by letting my heart stay open in small ways. My suffering is not the measure of my love. My tenderness is. My remembrance is. my care is. I am allowed to place one burden down, not all of them, not forever, just one. I am allowed to place one burden down. Maybe the burden of pretending, maybe the burden of rushing, maybe the burden of blaming myself, maybe the burden of needing to explain, maybe the burden of holding my breath. I place one burden down. I am allowed to place one burden down. I imagine setting it beside me gently. I do not throw it. I do not fight it. I simply say, not for this moment, not for this breath, not for this hour. For this hour, I choose a little more peace. My grief deserves tenderness, not judgment. My tears deserve softness, not shame. My tired body deserves rest, not pressure. My grief deserves tenderness, not judgment. I will not stand over my heart and ask why T is not better. I will sit beside my heart and say, I see you. I will sit beside my heart and say, I am listening. I will sit beside my heart and say, take your time. My grief deserves tenderness, not judgment. If the wave comes again, I will not call myself weak. If the memory comes again, I will not call myself stuck. If the sadness comes again, I will not call myself lost. I will call myself human. I will call myself worthy. I will call myself loved. There is still a place in me that can receive peace, even if it feels small, even if it feels hidden, even if I have not touched it in a long time. There is still a place in me that can receive peace. Maybe it is behind the ribs. Maybe it is under the breath. Maybe it is in the quiet space after a tear. But it is there. A small open place. A place where peace can land. There is still a place in me that can receive peace. I do not need to find it quickly. I do not need to make it large. I can simply trust that it exists. And tonight, I allow one drop of peace to find that place. One drop, one breath, one soft return. I let the past be held by love, not replayed by fear. I do not need to return to every painful moment. I do not need to walk every old hallway tonight. I let the past be held by love, not replayed by fear. If memories come, I will meet them with softer edges. If regret comes, I will breathe before I believe it. If longing comes, I will let it rest against my heart without letting it pull me under. I let the past be held by love, not replayed by fear. The past is not asking me to hurt myself tonight. The past is not asking me to lose sleep in punishment. The past is not asking me to forget myself. The past can be placed in the hands of love, and I can come back to the breath that is here now. I give my nervous system permission to slow down. There is nothing it has to solve in this moment. There is nothing it has to guard against in this quiet room. I give my nervous system permission to slow down. My body can learn that this moment is safe enough. My breath can learn that it does not need to rush. My muscles can learn that they can soften one by one. I give my nervous system permission to slow down. My body has worked hard. My body has held shock. My body has held tears. My body has held words I could not say. Now I speak gently to it. You can rest. You can soften. You can stop bracing for a little while. I can forgive the part of me that still asks why. The question may come again. Why this? Why now? Why did it happen this way? I can forgive the part of me that still asks why. That part is not wrong. That part is hurting. That part wants a door where there may only be a wall right now. So I do not shame the question. I hold the one who asks it. I can forgive the part of me that still asks why. I do not need to answer every question to be kind to myself. I do not need to solve every mystery to rest. I can let the question be here, and I can also let breath be here. I can let the ache be here, and I can also let love be here. I am becoming a safer place for my own heart. Not perfect, not finished, but safer. I am becoming a safer place for my own heart. I am learning to listen instead of attack. I am learning to pause instead of push. I am learning to soften instead of close. I am learning to stay near myself when the pain rises. I am becoming a safer place for my own heart. This is deep emotional healing. This is the quiet work no one may see. This is the sacred change that happens inside. When I become safe for my own heart, I stop leaving myself alone in the dark. I come back again and again. I come back. The love I miss can still guide me toward gentleness, not as pain only, not as longing only. The love I miss can still guide me toward gentleness. It can remind me to speak softly. It can remind me to notice the small beauty near me. It can remind me to stop waiting to be kind. It can remind me that love is meant to be lived, not only grieved. The love I miss can still guide me toward gentleness. It can become a quiet lamp. It can become a warm thread. It can become a soft bell in my heart, not pulling me backward, not trapping me in yesterday, but inviting me to carry tenderness into now. I can let the empty space be touched by warmth. I do not need to fill it quickly. I do not need to hide it. I can let the empty space be touched by warmth. Warmth from breath. Warmth from quiet. Warmth from my own hand. Warmth from kind words. Warmth from the unseen love that surrounds all tender things. I can let the empty space be touched by warmth. The space may still be there, but it does not have to be cold. It does not have to be abandoned. It does not have to be a place I fear. I can bring a small candle into that space. I can sit there gently. I can breathe there. I am allowed to feel peace without feeling guilty. This is very important. Let that sink in. I am allowed to feel peace without feeling guilty. Peace does not mean I stopped caring. Peace does not mean I forgot. Peace does not mean I moved on too fast. Peace means my heart found a place to rest, and my heart is allowed to rest. I am allowed to feel peace without feeling guilty. A calm breath is not a betrayal. A quiet hour is not a betrayal. A moment of ease is not a betrayal. Rest honors love. Peace honors love. A cared-for heart can carry love more gently. I can let life meet me in small mercies: a warm cup, a soft bed, a clean breath, a gentle word, a quiet light. I can let life meet me in small mercies. I do not need a big sign. I do not need everything to change at once. Small mercies are still real. Small mercies can help me through this hour. I can let life meet me in small mercies. The world may feel changed, but somewhere kindness still exists. Somewhere light still touches a wall. Somewhere water still moves. Somewhere the sky is still with, and here inside me, breath still comes. That is a mercy. I am worthy of being comforted right now. Not when I am calmer, not when I am easier to understand, not when I have the right words. I am worthy of being comforted right now. In the middle of the ache, in the middle of the question, in the middle of the tiredness, in the middle of this human moment, I am worthy of comfort now. I am worthy of being comforted right now. Let those words come closer. Do not push them away. If a part of you says, "Not me," answer softly, "Yes, you too." If a part of you says, "I should be stronger," answer softly, "You are allowed to be held." If a part of you says, "I do not deserve peace," answer softly, "You do. You always have." This is the peak of the heart now. This is the place where you can stop holding back from your own love. So listen slowly. You do not have to earn gentleness by being okay. You do not have to earn rest by being useful. You do not have to earn comfort by explaining your pain perfectly. You are already worthy of gentleness. You are already worthy of rest. You are already worthy of comfort. Let it come closer. You are not too broken to be held. You are not too sad to be loved. You are not too heavy for peace. You are not too late for softness. You are not too much for the love that is trying to reach you. You are not too much. You are not too much. You are not too much. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You are not too much. Your tears are not too much. Your grief is not too much. Your silence is not too much. Your need for time is not too much. Your longing is not too much. Your love is not too much. You are a tender soul in a tender season, and you deserve to be met with care. I let myself be loved in the place that hurts, not after it stops hurting, not after I become strong again. I let myself be loved in the place that hurts, right there, in the tight place, in the lonely place, in the tired place, in the place where words do not reach. Love can reach there, softly, quietly. Now, I let myself be loved in the place that hurts. I do not need to hide the pain from love. I do not need to clean it up first. I do not need to make it beautiful. Love is not afraid of this place. Love can sit with me here. Love can breathe with me here. Love can stay with me here. I can stop fighting the tenderness. I can let it be here. I can let my heart be what it is. I can stop fighting the tenderness. If I feel raw, I can be gentle. If I feel open, I can be careful. If I feel tired, I can rest. Tenderness is not an enemy. Tenderness is a door. I can stop fighting the tenderness. Through tenderness, love can move. Through tenderness, kindness can enter. Through tenderness, the heart can release what it has held too tightly. I do not need to become hard to survive. I can remain soft and still be supported. I trust the slow work happening inside me, even when I cannot see it, even when I feel the same, even when the day feels heavy. I trust the slow work happening inside me. There are roots growing in the dark. There are quiet repairs in the heart. There is a soft strength forming beneath the sorrow. I may not see it yet, but something loving is happening slowly. I trust the slow work happening inside me, not rushed work, not forced work, not work I must prove to anyone. The slow work, the hidden work, the work of breathing through another hour, the work of not abandoning myself, the work of letting comfort enter. I am carried by more love than I can see. This does not need to be explained. It only needs to be felt a little. I am carried by more love than I can see. Love in the breath, love in the quiet, love in the memory that still warms me, love in the care I give myself, love in the unseen ways life still holds me. I am carried by more love than I can see. When I feel alone, I can remember that not all support is loud. Some support is silent. Some support is near without words. Some support is in the strength that appears for the next breath. Some support is in the softness that comes after tears. I am carried. Even now, I can allow this moment to be enough, not because it is perfect, not because it answers everything, I can allow this moment to be enough, this breath, this pause, this quiet, this warmth, this gentle word, this small place of rest. Enough for now, just enough for now. I can allow this moment to be enough. I will not ask it to become tomorrow. I will not ask it to fix the past. I will not ask it to hold the whole story. I will only let it hold me for a little while. This moment can hold me. This moment can soften me. This moment can be enough. I return to myself with love, not with blame, not with pressure, not with a long list of what I should have done. I return to myself with love. I come back to my breath. I come back to my body. I come back to my heart. I come back to the truth that I am worthy of care. I return to myself with love again and again, as many times as I need. If I drift into fear, I return. If I drift into guilt, I return. If I drift into loneliness, I return. I do not return with a harsh voice. I return like a soft light under a door, quietly, gently, lovingly. And now let the deeper words become simple. Let them become slow. Let them become easy for your heart to hold. I am worthy of comfort. I am allowed to rest. I am not too much. Love can meet me here. Peace can come softly. I can breathe now. I can be held now. I can soften now. I can let this moment be enough. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is nothing you need to do right now. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Now we become very still, very slow, very soft. There is no need to reach for the next thought. There is no need to hold the last one. Let the words become fewer now. Let the space between them become wider. Let your body begin to feel that nothing is chasing you here. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing. Nothing to fix, nothing to answer, nothing to carry, nothing to prove. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Take a slow breath in. Hold it gently. Now release. Again. Breathe in slowly. Let the air enter like kindness. Hold it gently. Now release. Let the body soften one more time. Breathe in, soft and easy. Hold and release. Let the day loosen its hands around you. You are safe here, in this breath, in this pause, in this quiet. You are safe here. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Now bring your attention to your forehead. You do not need to force it, just notice. Let the forehead soften. Let the little lines of worry loosen. Let the skin become smooth and quiet. Breathe in and breathe out. Your forehead can rest. Your thoughts can slow. Everything can wait. Now let your eyes soften. Even if your eyes are closed, let them rest more deeply. Let the space around your eyes become calm. Let your eyes stop searching. Let them stop holding the day. Breathe in and breathe out. Your eyes can rest. You do not need to look for answers right now. The answers can wait. Let your cheeks soften. Let your mouth soften. Let your jaw loosen. If your teeth are touching tightly, let there be a little space. Just a little. A small kindness. Breathe in. Hold softly. Breathe out. Let the jaw release. Let the face become peaceful. Let your whole face stop working so hard. You are safe here. You are loved here. You do not need to be strong here. Just breathe. Now bring your attention to your throat. This place may hold words you did not say, tears you held back, questions you could not ask. Let the throat soften, not by force, only by permission. Breathe in and breathe out. Your throat can rest. Your voice can rest. The unsaid things can be held by love for now. You do not have to speak. You do not have to explain. You do not have to make anyone understand tonight. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Now bring your attention to your shoulders. Let them drop, even a little. Let them remember they do not have to carry the whole world. Let them remember they do not have to hold the whole grief. Let them remember that this is a resting moment. Breathe in slowly and breathe out. Let the shoulders melt down, 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 soft, heavy, held. Your shoulders can rest. Your neck can rest. Your whole upper body can rest. There is nothing you need to do right now. Now bring your attention to your chest, to the space around your heart. Do not try to change what is there. Just notice. Maybe there is heaviness. Maybe there is tightness. Maybe there is warmth. Maybe there is nothing. All of it is allowed. Breathe in, gent. Try let the breath touch the heart space. Breathe out slowly. Let the heart have room. Again, breathe in. Soft breath around the heart. Breathe out. Let the heart be held. One more time. Breathe in and out. There is room here. There is room for the ache. There is room for love. There is room for rest. If your heart is tired, let it be tired. If your heart is tender, let it be tender. If your heart is quiet, let it be quiet. You do not need to make your heart different. You only need to stay gentle with it. Let this moment be just for you, not for anyone else, not for what the world expects, not for the person you try to be when people are watching, just for you, your breath, your heart, your rest. Ask yourself softly, what part of me needs the most gentleness right now? Do not force an answer. Let the question float. Let it move like a feather on still water. What part of me needs the most gentleness right now? Whatever part answers, bless it with softness. The tired part, the angry part, the lonely part, the part that misses, the part that does not know how to continue, the part that wants to sleep, the part that wants to cry. All of it can be held. Now bring your attention to your arms. Let the upper arms become heavy. Let the elbows soften. Let the forearms release. Let the hands open. Let the fingers uncurl. Breathe in and breathe out. Your hands do not have to hold everything. Your hands can rest. Your hands can be empty. Your hands can receive peace. Imagine the palms of your hands becoming warm, soft, open, ready to stop gripping the day, ready to stop holding every question, ready to receive a quiet blessing of rest. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Now bring your attention to your stomach. This place may hold worry. It may hold shock. It may hold the feeling of waiting for something to happen. Let the stomach soften. Let the belly release. Let the breath move gently there. Breathe in slowly. Let the belly rise if it wants to. Breathe out slowly. Let the belly fall. Again. Breathe in. No force. Breathe out. No pressure. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Your body can rest. Your body can restore. Your body can receive quiet. Now let your back soften. The upper back, the middle back, the lower back. Let the places that have been holding you all day receive support. The chair, the bed, the ground, whatever is beneath you, let it hold you. You do not have to hold yourself up so tightly. Let support come from beneath. Let support rise quietly. Let your body remember that it can be carried for a while. Breathe in and breathe out. You are supported. Maybe not in every way you wish, maybe not perfectly, but in this moment, there is something beneath you. Let it be enough for now. Now bring your attention to your hips. Let them become heavy. Let them sink. Let them release the effort of holding the body so carefully. Breathe in, breathe out. Soft, heavy, still, held. Now your legs. Let your thighs relax. Let your knees soften. Let your calves loosen. Let your ankles rest. Your legs do not need to run. Your legs do not need to carry you anywhere right now. There is nowhere you need to go. There is nothing you need to chase. Everything can wait. Now your feet. Let the feet become heavy. Let the toes soften. Let the soles of the feet rest. Let them feel the quiet beneath you. Breathe in and breathe out. From your head to your feet, your body is allowed to become still, not frozen, not forced, just still, like a calm lake under a night sky. Now let us breathe in a slow circle. Breathe in for comfort. Hold for softness. Breathe out the pressure. Breathe in comfort. Hold softness. Breathe out pressure. Again. Breathe in comfort. Hold softness. Breathe out pressure. Now breathe in peace. Hold gently. Breathe out the need to rush. Breathe in peace. Hold gently. Breathe out the need to rush. Again. Breathe in peace. Hold gently. Breathe out the need to rush. Very good. There is nothing to achieve. There is no special feeling you need to create. This is enough. This quiet is enough. This breath is enough. You are enough in this moment. Let the next words be very simple. Receive them like a lullaby. You are safe here. You can rest now. Everything can wait. Your heart can soften. Your body can be still. Your breath can guide you. You are held in this moment. There is nothing to prove. There is nowhere to rush. You can simply be. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You can simply be. No performance. No pushing. No pretending. No fixing. Just being. Just breathing. Just resting. If thoughts come, let them pass like slow clouds. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to answer them. You do not need to argue with them. Let them float by and return to breath. Breathe in, I am here. Breathe out, I can rest. Breathe in, I am here. Breathe out, I can rest. Breathe in, I am here. Breathe out, I can rest. Now let the words become even softer. I am here, I can rest. I am here, I can rest. I am here, I can rest. Your grief does not have to leave for you to rest. Your questions do not have to be answered for you to rest. Your heart does not have to be perfect for you to rest. Rest is allowed now. Let the body hear that. Rest is allowed now. Let the heart hear that. Rest is allowed now. Let the tired places hear that. Rest is allowed now. If a part of you is still holding on, speak gently to it. You can let go a little, only a little. You do not have to drop everything. Just loosen your hold. You can let go a little. You can let go a little. You can let go a little. Everything can wait. The thinking can wait. The planning can wait. The remembering can wait. The explaining can wait. The trying can wait. The world can wait. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Now imagine a quiet harbor at night. The water is dark and calm. Small boats rest gently against the dock. Nothing is moving fast. Nothing is being asked to sail. The ropes are loose. The lanterns are soft. The water carries everything without rushing. Let your body be like that harbor. Quiet, held, not needing to go anywhere, not needing to answer the wind, not needing to fight the tide, just resting. Your heart is allowed to come into the harbor. Your grief is allowed to come into the harbor. Your memories are allowed to come into the harbor. Everything can rest here. Nothing has to be sent away. Nothing has to be solved. Breathe in. The harbor is quiet. Breathe out. I can rest here. Breathe in. The water is gentle. Breathe out. I can rest here. Breathe in. The night is soft. Breathe out. I can rest here. Now let the breath become natural. No counting, no effort. Let it come. Let it go, like water moving softly against the shore. There is nothing you need to do right now. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. And if grief rises again, let it rise inside this quiet. It does not need to break the stillness. It can be held by the stillness. It can be rocked by the breath. It can be softened by the space around it. You can say gently, this feeling can be held. This feeling can be held. This feeling can be held. You can say, I can rest while this passes through. I can rest while this passes through. I can rest while this passes through. You can say, I am safe enough for this breath. I am safe enough for this breath. I am safe enough for this breath. Let those words become slow circles. This feeling can be held. I can rest while this passes through. I am safe enough for this breath. Again, this feeling can be held. I can rest while this passes through. I am safe enough for this breath. Again, this feeling can be held. I can rest while this passes through. I am safe enough for this breath. Now there is nothing more to reach for. Only breathing, only softening, only letting the body become heavy and warm. Let your forehead rest. Let your eyes rest. Let your mouth rest. Let your throat rest. Let your shoulders rest. Let your heart rest. Let your hands rest. Let your stomach rest. Let your back rest. Let your legs rest. Let your feet rest. All of you can rest. All of you can rest. You can rest. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You can rest. You do not have to earn this stillness. You do not have to understand this stillness. You do not have to explain this stillness. You can simply receive it. Receive the quiet. Receive the breath. Receive the softness. Receive the small mercy of not having to do anything right now. Everything can wait. Everything can wait. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Part 3 continues below. Section 7. Third affirmation. Block. Peak power. Now let the words rise from a deeper place. Not loud, not fast, not forced, just deeper. Like the heart has been waiting for this moment to hear something true. You have already breathed through so much. You have already stayed through hours that felt too long. You have already carried a sadness that many people could not see. And now, in this soft place, you are invited to stop fighting yourself. You are invited to stop asking your heart to become quiet before it is ready. You are invited to stop measuring your grief by anyone else's timing. Let these words come close. Let them touch the places that feel tired. Let them move slowly through the places that still ask, "Why am I not better yet?" There is no better you need to become tonight. There is only a softer way to be with yourself. I do not need to become whole in one night. I can be unfinished and still be loved. I can be tender and still be held. I can be tired and still be worthy. I do not need to become whole in one night. My heart can mend in quiet ways. My spirit can gather itself slowly. My breath can be the first small bridge back to peace. I do not need to become whole in one night. The pieces of me do not need to rush together. They can rest. They can wait. They can be touched by gentleness. I am not a project to finish. I am a living heart to care for. I can stop blaming myself for needing comfort. Needing comfort is not weakness. Needing comfort is not failure. Needing comfort is not something to hide. I can stop blaming myself for needing comfort. My heart has been through something real. My body has been carrying something heavy. My soul deserves warmth. My inner world deserves care. I can stop blaming myself for needing comfort. If I need a soft word, I can receive it. If I need quiet, I can allow it. If I need to pause, I can pause. I do not need to earn gentleness by being strong first. Gentleness can come now, right now. I can let love be bigger than the pain, not louder, not stronger in a harsh way. Bigger, wider, softer. I can let love be bigger than the pain. The pain may be here, but love can hold it. The ache may be here, but love can surround it. The memory may be here, but love can breathe around it. I can let love be bigger than the pain. Love can make room for what I cannot explain. Love can sit beside what I cannot change. Love can warm what has gone cold inside me. Pain is not the end of love. Pain is only asking to be held by love. I am still worthy on the days I fall apart. not only on the days I look calm, not only on the days I answer everyone kindly, not only on the days I manage everything well. I am still worthy on the days I fall apart. My worth does not leave when tears come. My worth does not leave when my voice shakes. My worth does not leave when I need more time. I am still worthy on the days I fall apart. If I lie down and cry, I am worthy. If I cancel something because I cannot carry it, I am worthy. If I sit in silence and do not know what to say, I am worthy. There is no version of my grief that makes me less deserving of love. I can stop asking pain to prove how much I loved. My love does not need pain as its only language. My love does not need suffering as its proof. I can stop asking pain to prove how much I loved. Love can be honored through care. Love can be honored through tenderness. Love can be honored through the quiet choice to keep my heart soft. I can stop asking pain to prove how much I loved. I can love deeply and still allow myself to breathe. I can remember deeply and still allow myself to sleep. I can miss deeply and still allow myself to receive peace. My love is not measured by how much I suffer. My love is already known. I can meet this hour with open hands, not hands that grab, not hands that fight, not hands that hold every fear. I can meet this hour with open hands, open enough to release one hard thought, open enough to receive one soft breath, open enough to let comfort land gently. I can meet this hour with open hands. Maybe nothing big changes. Maybe the ache is still here. But my hands can open. My breath can soften. My heart can feel a little less alone. This is enough for now. A quieter strength is growing in me. It does not need to announce itself. It does not need to look brave. A quieter strength is growing in me. It grows when I do not turn against myself. It grows when I choose rest. It grows when I let tears move instead of hiding them from my own heart. A quieter strength is growing in me. Not the strength of pushing, not the strength of pretending, the strength of staying, the strength of breathing, the strength of touching my own pain with mercy, the strength of saying, I will be gentle here. I can let my heart stop standing alone. My heart does not have to stand alone in the dark. My heart does not have to carry every feeling without help. I can let my heart stop standing alone. I can bring it warmth. I can bring it breath. I can bring it words that do not wound. I can bring it the calm of this moment. I can let my heart stop standing alone. I can sit beside it like a faithful friend. I can listen without rushing. I can answer without fear. I can say, I'm not leaving you in this. Not now, not tonight, not in this hour. I can allow comfort to touch the place I keep protecting. The guarded place, the quiet place, the place that learned to hide. I can allow comfort to touch the place I keep protecting. Not all at once, not with force, just gently, like warm air entering a closed room, like a soft sound reaching through a wall. I can allow comfort to touch the place I keep protecting. That place does not need to open fully. It can open one small breath, one small inch, one small yes. It can say, maybe I can receive a little peace. Maybe I can let love near. Maybe I do not have to guard every door tonight. I am not asked to let go of love. I am only invited to let go of cruelty toward myself. I am not asked to let go of love. I am only invited to stop hurting myself with the same sharp thought. I am not asked to let go of love. I am only invited to carry it more gently. I am not asked to let go of love. Love can remain. Love can live in a new form. Love can become the soft way I move through tomorrow. Love can become the patience I give myself tonight. Love can remain without demanding that I stay in pain. I can be honest without being hopeless. I can say, this hurts. And I can also say, I am still here. I can be honest without being hopeless. I can say, I miss what I miss. And I can also say, I am open to one moment of peace. I can say, I am tired. And I can also say, I may rest now. I can be honest without being hopeless. Hope does not have to be loud. Hope can be a little breath. Hope can be a quiet maybe. Hope can be the choice to stay kind. Hope can be the small thought that this hour may soften. I can let this grief teach me tenderness without turning me into stone. I do not have to become hard to survive. I do not have to close every soft place. I can let this grief teach me tenderness without turning me into stone. My heart can stay human. My love can stay warm. My spirit can stay open in small, safe ways. I can let this grief teach me tenderness without turning me into stone. I can become more gentle, not more guarded, more present, not more afraid, more honest, not more closed. The pain does not get to steal my softness forever. My softness is still mine. I can belong to this moment, even while I miss another one. I can be here now, even if part of me reaches backward. I can belong to this moment, even while I miss another one. I can feel the ache of what was, and I can feel the breath of what is. I can hold memory in one hand and the present in the other. I can belong to this moment even while I miss another one. This moment is not asking me to forget. It is asking me to arrive gently, to feel the bed or chair beneath me, to feel air moving in and out, to feel that life is still touching me softly. I can release the fear that peace means forgetting. Peace does not erase love. Peace does not erase memory. Peace does not erase what mattered. I can release the fear that peace means forgetting. Peace simply gives my heart a place to rest. Peace lets love breathe. Peace lets memory become less sharp. I can release the fear that peace means forgetting. If calm comes, I may receive it. If sleep comes, I may receive it. If a gentle hour comes, I may receive it. I do not have to push away peace to keep love alive. Love is alive in me. I am allowed to be changed and still be loved. Grief may change my rhythm. Grief may change what I need. Grief may change how I see the world. I am allowed to be changed and still be loved. I do not need to become the old version of myself to deserve care. I do not need to rush back into who I was. I can meet who I am now with kindness. I am allowed to be changed and still be loved. This changed heart is still worthy. This slower heart is still worthy. This quieter heart is still worthy. This tender heart is still worthy. I can love the person I am becoming, even while I miss the person I used to be. I can stop treating my grief like a problem to solve. Grief is not a test I must pass. Grief is not a mistake in me. I can stop treating my grief like a problem to solve. I can treat it like a sacred ache asking for warmth. I can treat it like a tender place asking for care. I can treat it like a wave asking for breath. I can stop treating my grief like a problem to solve. There may be no clean answer tonight. There may be no perfect sentence. There may be no final understanding. But there can be kindness. There can be softness. There can be one calm breath. And that is enough. I am allowed to receive the peace that is possible now, not perfect peace, not forever peace, the peace that is possible now. I am allowed to receive the peace that is possible now, a small peace, a quiet peace, a peace that does not remove the whole ache, but makes room around it. A peace that helps my body rest. I am allowed to receive the peace that is possible now. If peace comes as one soft breath, I receive it. If peace comes as one relaxed hand, I receive it. If peace comes as one moment without fighting myself, I receive it. Peace may begin small, and small is welcome here. I can let my soul exhale. After holding, after bracing, after trying to understand, I can let my soul exhale. Long and slow, soft and tired, honest and human, I can let my soul exhale. There is no need to hold every feeling in the chest. There is no need to keep every question clenched. I can let my soul exhale. With this breath, I release one layer of pressure. With this breath, I loosen one knot of fear. With this breath, I let love come closer. I do not have to force anything. I only need to exhale. I am held by the quiet mercy of this moment, not by perfect answers, not by certainty, not by knowing what comes next. I am held by the quiet mercy of this moment, the mercy of breath, the mercy of stillness, the mercy of soft words, the mercy of not having to do anything right now. I am held by the quiet mercy of this moment. It may be small, but it is here. It may be quiet, but it is real. It may not fix the whole pain, but it may help me rest in this hour, and this hour matters. Now let the strongest truth come slowly. You are not too much for love. You have never been too much for love. You will never be too much for love. Your grief is not too much. Your tiredness is not too much. Your tears are not too much. Your silence is not too much. Your need for comfort is not too much. Let it enter again. You are not too much for love, even here, even now, even in the place that hurts, even in the moment when you do not know how to feel, even when you doubt it, even when you cannot fully believe it. Love does not step away from you. And if a part of you doubts this, let it be here. You do not need to force belief. You do not need to push doubt out of the room. Let doubt sit quietly. Let grief sit quietly. Let love sit quietly too. You can be unsure and still be held. You can doubt and still receive comfort. You can feel far from peace and still be worthy of peace. Let the peak become soft now. Let the truth become simple. You are not too much. You are still worthy. You can be held here. You can rest here. Love can meet you here. Peace can touch you here. Your heart can soften here. Nothing in you has to be rejected here. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Nothing in you has to be rejected here. Not the grief, not the fear, not the tiredness, not the longing, not the doubt, not the tender places. All of you can be met with love. All of you can be held. All of you can breathe. When grief hits, say this every hour if you need to. Nothing in me has to be rejected. Nothing in me has to be rushed. Nothing in me has to be hidden from love. Again softly. Nothing in me has to be rejected. Nothing in me has to be rushed. Nothing in me has to be hidden from love. One more time. Nothing in me has to be rejected. Nothing in me has to be rushed. Nothing in me has to be hidden from love. Section 8, Integration Loop. Now the wave begins to lower, not because it was wrong to rise, not because you had to stop feeling, but because the heart has been heard, the heart has been met. The heart has been told, you do not need to fight yourself anymore. Let the energy come down slowly, like a song ending on a soft note, like a candle burning steady after the wind has passed, like a cup of warm tea cooling in your hands, still giving comfort, still giving warmth, still asking nothing from you. Imagine your heart as a loom, a quiet loom in a dim room. For a long time, grief has placed dark threads across it. Threads of longing, threads of memory, threads of shock, threads of silence. And you may have thought the whole cloth would always be dark. But slowly, very slowly, other threads can be woven in, not to remove the dark ones, not to pretend they are not there, but to make the cloth more honest, more whole, more able to hold your life. A thread of breath, a thread of kindness, a thread of rest, a thread of comfort, a thread of soft courage, a thread of love that has changed shape but not disappeared. This is how your inner cloth becomes strong, not by having only bright threads, but by letting love be woven through every shade. You do not need to pull any thread too hard. You do not need to finish the pattern tonight. You do not even need to know what the pattern will become. You only need to let one soft thread be added now. One thread of peace. One thread of patience. One thread of I am still here. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You are not only what happened. You are not only what changed. You are not only the empty space. You are also the one who keeps breathing. You are also the one who can receive care. You are also the one who can let a quiet thread of comfort pass through the ache. Earlier, your heart learned that the whole pain does not need to be carried at once. Now let that truth become deeper. You do not need to lift the entire story. You do not need to hold every memory. You do not need to answer every question. This hour can be held in small pieces. This breath, this soft word, this gentle pause, this small thread. Earlier, your heart learned that grief has its own rhythm. Now let that rhythm become a little kinder. It may rise, it may fall, it may surprise you. But you do not have to call every return a failure. A wave returning is not failure. A tear returning is not failure. A tender day is not failure. It is movement. It is the heart learning. It is love finding a new path through you. Earlier, your heart learned that you can be gentle with yourself. Now let gentleness become more than a thought. Let it become the way your shoulders fall. Let it become the way your hands loosen. Let it become the way you stop scolding yourself for needing time. Let gentleness become the quiet room inside you, a room you can enter again and again. Earlier, your heart learned that comfort can arrive in simple ways. Now let simple comfort become holy. A blanket is not just a blanket when your body is tired. A breath is not just a breath when your chest is tight. A glass of water is not just water when grief has made your mouth dry. A quiet moment is not empty when your soul needs stillness. Small comforts are little messengers. They say you are still cared for. Earlier, your heart learned that love can change form. Now let that truth move deeper. Love may no longer appear in the way you want. Love may no longer follow the old routine. Love may no longer arrive in the old shape, but love can still move. Love can move through your kindness. Love can move through your patience. Love can move through the way you choose not to abandon yourself. Love can become the quiet thread that keeps you connected to life. There is another image now. Imagine a snow globe after it has been shaken. At first, everything is moving. Nothing is clear. Little pieces float everywhere. The whole world inside it feels turned upside down. That is how grief can feel. Like the inner world has been shaken, like nothing has settled, like you cannot see through the storm of small pieces. But the snow globe does not clear because someone yells at it. It clears because it is set down gently. It clears because it is allowed to be still, piece by piece, slowly, softly, without force. Your heart is allowed to clear that way, not by pressure, not by fast answers, not by pretending nothing moved, but by being set down gently, by being allowed to rest, by being given enough quiet for the pieces to settle. So set your heart down now, just for this moment, not forever, not in a way that forgets, only in a way that says, you have been shaken enough. You can rest here. You can settle here. No one is asking you to become clear all at once. This is the integration. This is where the words stop being only words and begin to become a feeling. A softer feeling in the body, a slower feeling in the breath, a warmer feeling around the heart. Maybe only a little, but a little matters. You may begin to notice that grief does not need to be pushed away for comfort to enter. Comfort can enter while grief is still here. Peace can touch you while questions still remain. Rest can come while love is still aching. You can be supported without being finished. You can be comforted without being fixed. You can be held without having everything solved. Let the earlier truths return in a new way now. You can carry this hour in smaller pieces. You can let your sorrow move without making it your whole identity. You can make room for tears without making yourself wrong. You can let your body become quiet when it is tired. You can receive a little care, even if the heart still hurts. You can let memory become softer when it is ready. You can let silence become less frightening. You can let love be present in new forms. You can let your life be slower for a while. You can let comfort become part of your healing journey. You can let this moment be a place of rest. Now breathe with these truths. Breathe in. I can carry this gently. Breathe out. I do not need to rush. Breathe in. I can receive comfort. Breathe out. I can let my body rest. Breathe in. Love can stay with me. Breathe out. I can stay with myself. Take a longer pause here. Let your heart answer in its own quiet way. Let the body feel whatever it feels. Let the breath come without being controlled. You may want to share one soft truth later if it helps you remember. Maybe the line that touched you most was, "You are not too much for love." Maybe it was, "You can be held without understanding everything." Maybe it was, "You can receive the peace that is possible now." Keep the one that found you. Let it become part of your inner cloth, a thread you can return to. And now, very softly, let the integration become a gentle circle. You are here. You are breathing. You are not being rushed. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive comfort. You are allowed to let love move through you in a new way. Again, you are here. You are breathing. You are not being rushed. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive comfort. You are allowed to let love move through you in a new way. One more time, even slower. You are here. You are breathing. You are not being rushed. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive comfort. You are allowed to let love move through you in a new way. Let the loop soften. Let the words become warm. Let the mind stop reaching. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. Your body can rest. Your heart can rest. Your breath can guide you down. If grief returns later, you do not need to be afraid of it. You have words now. You have breath now. You have a soft place inside you that knows how to pause. When grief hits, say this every hour if that is what helps you. I can meet this moment with tenderness. I can let love be present here. I can take the next breath slowly, not as a rule, not as pressure, as a gentle doorway, a way back to yourself, a way back to breath, a way back to the quiet thread of peace. Now let the inner cloth rest. Let the shaken pieces settle. Let the heart stop trying to make sense of everything. You are not asked to understand the whole pattern tonight. You are only invited to rest inside the next breath. Section 9. Sleep transition. Now the words become slower, softer, lower. You are drifting now. Deeper, softer, safe. There is no need to follow every word. There is no need to remember every sentence. Let the sound move around you. Let the breath carry you. Let the body become heavy. Breathe in slowly for 1. Breathe out slowly for 1. Breathe in slowly for 2. Breathe out slowly for 2. Breathe in slowly for 3. Breathe out slowly for 3. Breathe in slowly for 4. Breathe out slowly for 4. Now let the counting go. Let the breath find its own rhythm. You are drifting now. Deeper, softer, safe. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Let the crown of your head rest. Let the scalp soften. Let the mind slow down. No more reaching. No more searching. No more trying to hold the day together. Your mind may rest in quiet. Your thoughts may become light. Your inner voice may become gentle. Your head is safe to rest. Let your forehead smooth. Let the space between your eyebrows open. Let your eyes become soft behind the lids. Let your eyes sink into rest. You have looked at enough today. You have searched enough today. You have tried enough today. Your eyes may rest now. Let your cheeks release. Let your mouth become soft. Let your tongue rest. Let your jaw become loose and easy. You do not have to speak now. You do not have to answer now. You do not have to explain now. Your whole face can sleep. Let your neck release. Let the back of the neck become warm. Let the throat become open and quiet. Let any unsaid words be held by the night. There is no need to say it all tonight. There is no need to solve it all tonight. There is no need to hold it all tonight. Let the shoulders drop. Let them become heavy. Let the day slide off them like rain slow, idling off glass. You do not need to carry this into sleep. Your shoulders may rest. Your arms may rest. Your elbows may rest. Your wrists may rest. Your hands may rest. Let your hands be empty. Empty hands can receive rest. Empty hands can receive peace. Empty hands can receive the quiet of night. Now bring softness to your chest, the heart space, the tender place, the place that has carried so much. You do not need to open it wide. You only need to stop guarding it so hard. Breathe around the heart, gently, slowly. As if your breath is warm silk moving over a tender place. Your heart may rest now. Your heart may be quiet now. Your heart may stop trying to explain itself. Let the breath move down to your ribs. Let the ribs expand softly. Let the ribs fall softly. Let the body remember that sleep is allowed. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let your stomach soften. Let your belly become warm and heavy. Let the deep center of your body release its grip. There is nothing you need to prepare for right now. There is nothing you need to protect against right now. This is a resting hour. Let your back sink down, upper back, middle back, lower back. Every place that has held you can now be held. You do not need to hold yourself so tightly. The bed can hold you. The quiet can hold you. The breath can hold you. Let your hips become heavy. Let your legs grow warm. Let your thighs soften. Let your knees release. Let your calves loosen. Let your ankles become still. Your legs have carried you through the day. Now they may stop. They may sink. They may rest. Let your feet soften. Let the soles of your feet become calm. Let the toes release. Let the whole body feel heavy, slow, and safe. Now receive these final sleep affirmations softly. Do not repeat them with effort. Let them float. Let them land where they land. I allow the night to hold what I cannot hold right now. I let my breath become a quiet path into rest. I give my tired thoughts permission to fade. I let the weight of the day loosen from my body. I welcome a gentle calm into the spaces that feel tight. I allow my heart to sleep without solving its sorrow. I let my body feel supported by this quiet moment. I release the need to stay awake for every worry. I invite my spirit to rest in simple peace. I allow the soft dark to cover me with kindness. I can sleep without losing love. I can rest without leaving my heart behind. I can drift while life holds the things I cannot hold. I may wake with a little more space inside me. I can let sleep be a gentle friend tonight. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the words become fewer. Let the pauses become longer. Let the body become heavier. Your head is resting. Your face is resting. Your throat is resting. Your shoulders are resting. Your arms are resting. Your hands are resting. Your heart is resting. Your stomach is resting. Your back is resting. Your hips are resting. Your legs are resting. Your feet are resting. All of you may rest. All of you may rest. All of you may rest. Breathe in softly. Let the body receive calm. Breathe out slowly. Let the body release the day. Again. Breathe in softly. Let the heart receive quiet. Breathe out slowly. Let the heart loosen its hold. One more time. Breathe in softly. You are here. Breathe out slowly. You can sleep. Now let the breath be natural. Let the body be heavy. Let the mind become soft. Let the heart become quiet. You are drifting now. Deeper, softer, safe. Deeper, softer, safe. Deeper, softer, safe. Section 10. Hypnotic loop. Soft. Close. Let these last words become a slow circle, a quiet circle, a gentle circle around your heart. You do not need to hold them tightly. They will move around you. They will return. They will soften. I can be tender with this hour. This hour can hold me gently. I do not need to harden inside this hour. Again, I can be tender with this hour. This hour can hold me gently. I do not need to harden inside this hour. One more time. I can be tender with this hour. This hour can hold me gently. I do not need to harden inside this hour. I allow peace to visit me softly. I do not chase it. I let it come near. Again. I allow peace to visit me softly. I do not demand it. I let it come near. One more time. I allow peace to visit me softly. I do not force it. I let it come near. My heart can rest without forgetting love. My body can sleep while love remains. My spirit can be quiet and still connected. Again, my heart can rest without forgetting love. My body can sleep while love remains. My spirit can be quiet and still connected. One more time. My heart can rest without forgetting love. My body can sleep while love remains. My spirit can be quiet and still connected. The night can be gentle with my sorrow. The quiet can be gentle with my thoughts. The breath can be gentle with my body again. The night can be gentle with my sorrow. The quiet can be gentle with my thoughts. The breath can be gentle with my body. One more time. The night can be gentle with my sorrow. The quiet can be gentle with my thoughts. The breath can be gentle with my body. I am allowed to stop trying for now. I am allowed to stop holding for now. I am allowed to stop explaining for now. Again. I am allowed to stop trying for now. I am allowed to stop holding for now. I am allowed to stop explaining for now. One more time. I am allowed to stop trying for now. I am allowed to stop holding for now. I am allowed to stop explaining for now. Love is not gone from my life. Love is moving in quieter ways. Love is still near my heart. Again. Love is not gone from my life. Love is moving in softer ways. Love is still near my heart. One more time. Love is not gone from my life. Love is moving in hidden ways. Love is still near my heart. I can sleep inside this soft truth. I am cared for in this moment. I can let the night carry me again. I can sleep inside this soft truth. I am cared for in this moment. I can let the night carry me. One more time. I can sleep inside this soft truth. I am cared for in this moment. I can let the night carry me. Nothing has to be finished tonight. Nothing has to be understood tonight. Nothing has to be carried alone tonight again. Nothing has to be finished tonight. Nothing has to be understood tonight. Nothing has to be carried alone tonight. One more time. Nothing has to be finished tonight. Nothing has to be understood tonight. Nothing has to be carried alone tonight. You may return here whenever grief feels heavy. You may return here when the night feels long. You may return here when your heart needs simple words. You may return here and begin again. When grief hits, say this every hour if you need to. I can be tender with this hour. Peace may visit me softly. Love is still near my heart. Nothing has to be carried alone tonight. Let the words become small now. Tender, peace, breath, rest, love, again, tender, peace, breath, rest, love, one more time, tender, peace, breath, rest, love. Which line touched your heart the most? You can share it in the comments if your heart wants to. Maybe your words will become a soft light for someone else who is quietly grieving too. And if these words helped you, you are welcome to join this space. There is room here for your tender heart. There is room here for your quiet healing journey. There is room here for the nights when you need to be reminded that you are not alone. Now let everything become softer. Let the voice become distant. Let the breath become slow. Let the body become heavy. Let the heart be held by the gentlest truth it can receive tonight. You do not have to carry tomorrow yet. You do not have to carry the whole sorrow now. You only need to rest in this breath, this quiet, this soft place. May your heart be covered in gentleness. May your body be allowed to rest. May your grief be touched by tenderness. May your night become a calm shore. And may you wake when morning comes with one small breath of peace waiting for you. Rest now, softly, slowly, safely. The night is holding what your heart can release.